Okay, so I'm currently sitting here with Becca, who has bipolar.
Yeah, I do indeed.
What age were you diagnosed with bipolar?
Last December, so 16.
What treatment do you like? How do they treat your bipolar?
I was on antidepressants for a long time. Then they realised I was bipolar and put me on lithium.
Do you think it's effective?
Some days lithium does work. Other days it doesn't. If my mood swings are too strong for the medication.
Thank you. 1 second. Let me
write this.
Is it more difficult to deal with daily tasks having bipolar?
Definitely, because if you're on a down, it's basically like really bad depression, so you literally will have no motivation to do anything that day or that time period.
Which leads on to my next question, which is, do you have any side effects from being bipolar, such as depression, mania, multiple personalities?
No, I don't get multiple personalities. I get depressed very bad, or I get manics, which make me look like I'm on some sort of drug. And make me very happy and energetic. There's no way to describe it. There's no other way.
Leading on from that, so you said that you do have like depression and mania. How do you like cope with them? Is it the same?
If I'm on a manic, it's not so much coping. It's more trying not to put myself in risk. So when I'm on a manic, I get really confident and you feel like you can do everything. So I often spend more money than I should. I
watched a podcast and she literally said exactly the same thing about her mania.
I try not to. I can just go out for a run. I'll speak to random people. You don't think. You just sort of do what you feel is great at the time. I often find myself that if I'm on a manic and I drink or I do a drug, I'll then continuously do that for a very long time until I'm as high as I can be.
That's really interesting. Do you have bipolar 1 or bipolar 2, or do you not know? Bipolar 2.
Do you need me to explain?
A little bit, please. I know about it, but not much.
2 basically means your downs are more down, and your ups you get more frequently, but you're not fully manic. You're always mid-manic. If that makes sense, compared to type 1, which is more...
Isn't type 1 where you can be hospitalised from mania?
Pretty much, yeah.
Thank you. Has anyone in your family previously had bipolar?
My mum had bipolar and schiz, which is why I've got it through genetics.
I can't spell this right, but I'm going to have the audio. I've done that one. Now, obviously, like, I know that you've grown up, like, in care. Do you think that's been bad for your bipolar?
Definitely, because when I'm on a down, what you're thinking of mostly is you're just depressed and you're, like, thinking about your whole life, I guess. So being in care and not having my parents around, it's one thing that just gets to me.
Yeah.
But when I'm on a manic, I don't care. No effect.
What age did you get put into care?
I was in and out of care from pretty much till I was born, and I kept getting put back with my parents until at the age of 11 it was official.
And then last one. Do you think the government and social workers, etc., have been supportive with your bipolar?
I think they can treat it better. I think, medication does help because it's an imbalance in the brain, chemical imbalance. But I feel like they need to offer more treatment and more, I suppose, counselling and actual like psychology sort of thing. Because once you got diagnosed with it, it's just chuck some meds over. Whereas I feel like it's an illness you kind of need to...
Yeah, because nobody really knows anything about bipolar, so they don't...
They only discovered it was a real thing like 4 years ago or something.
Yeah,
they didn't believe it was real.
Thank you so much for that, Becca.
That's
that
okay.
was very helpful.
here all week.
Thank you.